フルカウンター
Alright, so Netmarble with the launch of the new Deer boss has given everyone on Global a free relic of our choice. Granted, it is the win source, so it's only available to basically, to be fair, all the relics but Elizabeth. But on the off chance you didn't know, make sure you are doing your bingo event, because every time you do finish the next, or it's every two? Yeah, every two you get this little chest, and in this chest does have all the materials needed, and the last one is the big juicy one where you get 15 win sources, and we're going to go through right now whose relic you should be buying. If you are a new player or someone who doesn't keep up to date about PvP, who should you be buying? I know if you click this button right now, you're probably thinking, wait, shouldn't I give it to Escanor? Escanor's broken, right? He's probably had the best relic, but no, he doesn't. Probably has one of the worst ones. So we're going to go through most of them, not in detail, because that would be too long of a video. I'll just tell you outright who to buy. So I'm going to go through all the relics that include the win sources. So we're not going to include someone like Hauser, for example, who is basically just, you know, he doesn't require anything. It's basically free. So who do I recommend giving it to? Honestly, no one. There's not a relic in the game right now that is needed. If you're using a character, fair enough, it's kind of needed, especially if it is towards Barn. I'll go through that later. But I'd say the best relic in the game, as of now, is probably Megellda, because in turn, she is going to make it easier to defeat the bird if you have her. Granted, if you have her, she's going to make it easier to defeat the bird, which means you're going to get more relics a lot more easier, and it's still a hard quest. I can still defeat it, but I have struggled a few times. So when I do get this relic, which I can't get just yet, because you have to wait 2 weeks to get this stupid resource, I'm then going to be able to make it. And yes, even though she released with the update of the Deer, you can use win sources, which I know some people are kind of confused about, because people are saying you have to use the old or the new essence, or the new river source. You can use the win source. So yeah, honestly, she's the only character I recommend giving it to, because right now the meta is always changing, and maybe if you're free to play, you probably have one main team, but for someone like me, I'm always using different characters. I was using King the other, what was it, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, then we got Tricky Tameli, now I'm doing Tricky Tameli, and then now we're going to get Light Elizabeth probably in 2 weeks time, who is going to replace the meta. To be fair, Medio still will probably be relevant, but you get my point. Every festival's kind of get replaced after each other, so yeah, there's no rush to give them relics straight away. Alright, so your boys, I'm a little setup, and this is all the relics you can buy, and let me explain. So yeah, like I said, Megellda's going to help you get more relics in turn, so she is ideally the best one to go for. Obviously, I still recommend probably not buying a relic, because to be fair, you don't need to buy it. I can still do floor 1 and floor 2 and floor 3 with ease, but she's going to make it a little more easier, and that's kind of a good thing. The next 3 are relics that are actually good, and if you use them, you have to buy them. So Barn is really unusable right now without his relic. Lillia, once again, unusable without her relic. However, I think I might move her down to B, you know, because right now she's getting replaced a lot. Like, they're kind of countering a little bit. We've gotten 2 characters back to back with Skadi, which literally counters that actual debuff meta with Kyo, so in turn kind of basically nerfs her. And now we've got this new Melascula, which I don't think is going to be meta, but people may use her, and you're immune to ignites, which means you can't get debuffs on you. You can still apply the actual debuff with her actual AoE card, and maybe you can use someone like Gopher to still get that actual max passive. But yeah, they're really trying to nerf this Lillia, but I still think she's really top tier, and a fun character, but to be fair, most of us probably don't have her. And next is Lolly Merlin. She's kind of always been underneath everyone, but she's still top tier. If you have her, if you're using her, you got her relic. It's not a crazy relic. It's 20% extra attack when you attack with someone with a debuff skill, which is she can do herself. So yeah, it's just a kind of a decent relic. And then yeah, no one's in B, because it's like these characters like just basically, if you're using the character, you're buying the relic essentially. So like if it's your first relic and you're just trying to buy it for CC, I wouldn't recommend it. I'd recommend saving it until you get someone that you actually want. But yeah, Arthur, the reason why he's low is basically you have to have Barn's relic first before you buy Arthur. And Barn is always in and out of the meta, so he's, you know, if you've probably already bought it if you're using him. The one is terrible relic, but you only buy it for CC and literally more attack stat. So once again, if you're trying to start first in the meta, you buy it literally just for CC. Merlin, same situation. She wants to start first. You buy it just for CC. It does something. It lowers the HP, I think, for like her max attack, I think it is, which like in on-game makes nothing, it makes no difference. It's yeah, you're not even gonna notice the difference, but you buy it for CC. Gopher's relic doesn't even work in PvP. I think it's literally just for the bird, and even then I don't think you even get it that much, because you have to have rank up, and he's not even really a good bird character anymore. And then yeah, at the bottom is literally what I call YouTuber relics. It's literally what the YouTubers use just for a video. You're not really gonna use them unless you're simping for a character. Like you can use Escanor, but Escanor's not meta. You can use Shin, he's not meta. Roxy actually got a really good one. She gets insane CC, but like Roxy's not not meta, so you're not going to buy it. Arthur, to be fair, has a really good one, but once again, unless you're a YouTuber, unless you want to have a fun team and have fun, you're not really going to buy these for the first time. So this, like I said, this is really a guide for the people who are like just buying a relic for the first time. And yeah, this is kind of what I recommend. But I will say one thing, if you are planning to save, is Netmarble is kind of smart and a little bit, you know, muggy as well at the same time. So the fact that they gave everyone a free 15 win sources to buy a free relic of the win source material, they're probably now going to make all the good relics, but on the other side of the board now. So with this material. So if you are planning to save, you may not get a chance to buy a good relic because they're going to go towards this material. So it's a little bit tricky to say save when, you know, we don't know what's coming or not. But it's, if it's your first time, I'd recommend buying the character you play with or Megellda because that's going to give you the best way just to get more of them in return. But yeah, to show you, and it kind of how the meta is right now, these relics is you're kind of buying them for CC. So who do I buy for? I buy for Gopher because Gopher's gonna always be around. Once again, I don't really care about relics. Once again, I can get them really easy. There isn't really a relic really worth buying right now for me because they're all terrible. Like you saw from my list, is literally just Lordy Merlin. I don't care about Bond, so I'm not gonna buy for him. I don't really use the one like that, so I'm not gonna buy for him either. Gopher I use now and again, and oh, this is a waste actually because I don't use him in. No, I use him in PvP, and I'm gonna get more CC. So you see right there, he does get basically a 5th weapon, or sorry, a 6th weapon. So you're gonna get a bunch of attack and defense, which is gonna give you more CC. And you'll see right now if I just buy it because I do I want to buy it? Yeah, I'll buy it. I'll show you. Just show you. I don't really care, right? You'll see my CC increase if I hide it. I don't think I showed it, but I'm pretty sure it went up like 1.5k. That's quite a lot of attack and defense, by the way. Let me just say that. Like, it's quite a big buff. That's like almost like an SA6 or SA7 basically buff. So, yeah, they do give you a lot of CC, man. So, I'm actually kind of glad I did that. It's, like I said, I don't really care about it. I'm never going to use the relic itself, but I literally just bought it for CC. Alright, so boys, so to wrap up the video, because my computer is really laggy right now because I'm down in the Lost Ark. Essentially, if you are planning to save for the actual goddess relic, so if you want to save one for like Saria or maybe Margaret, then yeah, don't wait because, well, there's a very high chance that all the goddesses are going to require the river source, the new material for the day. If you are planning to save for a human or maybe even an unknown character, then that's probably what's going to continue to be made for the actual win source. Also, if you go down, I can't show you because, like I said, it's really laggy right now, as you can see. But Simon, an actual R character, does require the material for the day. It's not the actual river source, but that's because it's an actual SR character or an R character. So, yeah, there's a very high chance, like I said, they're going to give more better humans later on. So, to be fair, they're giving all the good humans already one. But let's say they give one to, like, you know, Sigurd. He might actually require the actual river source rather than the actual wind source. So, yeah, boys, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. If you did make it towards the end, let me know in the comments who you'll be giving it to. I'm assuming most people either say, honestly, the way that it's going to go is it's going to be Escanor. That's kind of like the big popular character. People are kind of mixed about Barn because no one really likes using him apart from some psychos. But yeah, either that or Megellda if you have her. But if you have Megellda, you don't really need to give it to her because you can still defeat floor 3. But if you are struggling, then yeah, Megellda will be a lot better. Even me, I don't struggle at all, but I'm still going to give it just so it's a lot easier. But yeah, boys, thank you for watching, and yeah, let me know what you're doing, and yeah, peace.